Hello, Crafty Journaler. Welcome to the Crafty Journaler. My name is Sarah, and this is the Crafty Journaler, and this is my channel where I do a lot of fun crafts for junk journaling. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and let a friend know that we're here. That way we could grow this channel together. Do you have book pages? I know I have a lot of book pages, and sometimes I do not know what to do with them. So I thought it would be really cool of me to share some of the ideas that I have used throughout the years that I've been doing junk journaling. Now, a lot of these ideas I have gotten off of different creators. Unfortunately, this has been a while back, so I don't have specific names. So again, we're going to be doing and working with book paper. If you have some book paper, here are some ideas of what I do with my book pages. At number 1, we have Ruffles. So I create Ruffle snippet rolls, and I just go to my sewing machine, get a bunch of little strip ones and get them prepped and ready. So I just measure about a 1 inch, and then with my ruler I start tearing them apart. I then go to my sewing machine and I start sewing away. And I don't really use a pattern in specific. I kind of try to vary them. So I'll either do front, back, front, back, front, back, front. So it doesn't really have like a specific pattern or anything. I like it when they look super straight like this. So I try to keep it as straight as possible. And things that you could use your ruffles with is on the edges of your paper to create texture. You could use them as belly bands. You could use them as at the top of your tags to create some kind of texture there. You could use them in clusters. You could use them in the outside of your journal. You could create picture borders and so on and so forth. There is a lot that you could do with paper ruffles. At number 2, you could create your own art Polaroids. And now these are just super easy to make, really. You don't have to be proficient in drawing or in art or anything. You could even do little scribbles. You could draw little hearts. You could do little circles. You could do whatever your little heart desires, and I assure you it will look cool. I actually did draw this not by memory because I'm not an artist or anything like that, but I do have this book that I've been trying to create some of my own artwork a little bit more, and I today tried to do this rose, and now it's not exactly alike, but I think I did a pretty good job. So these can be used in your journals in different ways. You could use them as journaling cards, as tuck spots, as flip outs, flip ins, tip ins, whatever you want to call them, and so on and so forth. So these are very easy to make. It's kind of stress relieving because you're there drawing and stuff. So this is something that I would probably do in mass, which is probably what I'm going to be working on soon. So at number 2, again, we have Polaroids, or original Polaroid art. At number 3, we have clusters. So sometimes we end up with little strips of our books and we don't really know what to do with them. One thing that I like to do with them is clusters. Now, I love clusters just in general. I love doing clusters. I love making clusters. I like seeing clusters. I like playing with clusters. I love clusters. Clusters do a lot for you as a junk journaler, even in just breaking your page or creating some sort of embellishing for your pages or for your books. You can use them inside your book. You can use them on the outside of your book. You can use them on your ephemera, and it's always going to look great. One of the biggest comments that I've heard throughout the years that I've shared clusters is that most people feel like it's one of those things that you could either do it or you can't do it. I tend to differ in opinion because I think that what you need to do is just start making it. Start just throwing things together, and before you know it, you have beautiful, unique clusters. And this is, to me, a form of art too. And all art requires you trying and continuing to do it. The more you practice, the more you do something, the better it becomes. So I would say just try it and let me know how it goes for you. If you do try it, I do have an Instagram account, so tag me in your beautiful clusters so that I could see your beautiful work. At number 4, we have secret writing spots. So one way that we could do is we could double it up with white paper or scrap paper of any kind. I actually have an agenda, and when I don't use it in a couple weeks, I don't like to not I don't like to just throw out those papers, so I'll tear them out and then I use them in my ephemera building stuff. So this is just part of a agenda. And then I backed it with the book and book paper, and then I just folded into 3 spots, put a beautiful little stamp in the middle, and there we go. We have our secret writing tucks. So that is our number 4. At number 5, and this one, I know I've seen it everywhere, so this is probably not new to you or me in any way, which is envelopes. So you could make a lot of different envelopes with your book paper. I love making little envelopes. I just think they're so cute, and I like making different shape envelopes. So like not specifically to a size or anything like that. I like trying different sizes. I think that all these sizes of envelopes are super cute, but even chunkier ones I really enjoy. So that is number 5. Oh, and then with envelopes, what you could do is you could either glue them on to a page like this. You could glue them from the edge of your page and then flip them out and flip them in. You could then also paper clip into a journal and have them as floating envelopes and so on and so forth. There's always good ideas to be used with envelope book paper envelopes. At number 6, we have book tags. Now, book tags have seen tags. This is just how I recommend to use some of your book pages, especially if you have quite a lot, because it's the easiest way to get rid of most of your book pages, because you will be doubling them up. So sometimes our book pages tend to be a little fragile and flimsy. So if we leave them alone, they're not going to do well because they're pretty dry, they're older, so it'll be really easy for them to just kind of tear apart and create, you know, some life into them. And don't get me wrong, tearing and all that is beautiful, but when you want to make sure that something is long lasting, you do want to double up your paper. So depending on the paper durability, I would recommend 3 to 4 pages backed up, and you could either just glue them and make sure that you use a good strong stick glue or the Fabri Fix glue, anything like that, and make sure that you just adhere the pages to each other as well as possible. Or you could sew, which is something that I do. What I do is I kind of add a little bit of glue in the middle and then I go around and sew it. I know that not everybody owns a sewing machine or even likes to sew, so gluing is perfectly fine. And then at number 7, we have pockets. So we can make pockets in mass, and then we'll have them at the ready. And with pockets, you could do just about anything. You could put them in a page. You could glue them to a page. You could make them tip-ins and tip-outs. You can make big pockets, small pockets. I do recommend to always keep in mind usually how big your journal is or how like wide it is, so that you never make them too big or too small or so on and so forth. So yeah, pockets. And then at number 8, what I would recommend to make en masse as well is emboss book pages. Now, when you emboss book pages, you have them at the ready to be used in whatever way you want, whether it's as the front of your, to decorate the front of your journal, or to decorate a page, or even tags and so on and so forth. With that being said, if you had fun in this video, go ahead and like this video. Maybe even leave a little comment if you stayed all the way through. How about just throwing in your favorite color heart? And we'll see you at the next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And don't forget to let a friend know. We are officially at 101 subscribers, and I am super grateful for each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. And that's a wrap. Bye.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it.